The grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Okay. So I'm gonna be brutally honest. I was about to change niches. Okay. I was dead certain that okay, now this is the time that, I have to change because I started having doubts. I wasn't believing that okay, this niche, yes, I had a belief that I could sign a client, okay? It's just a matter of volume, a matter of sales, anyone can sign a client. But my belief lacked, like the service that I provide. If I promise them, okay, that I might bring them this amount of appointments, how how honest am I being? How likely is that to actually occur? And in the niche that I'm working with, it's quite hard. It's quite hard because there aren't a lot of so the amount of service provided is not a lot, but the amount of money that you get paid for that service is a lot. So I had a lot of doubt, because I work with business brokers. I'm gonna be honest. I work with business brokers, and I was doubtful that, I could help those business brokers actually get, a certain amount of appointments each and every month. And I was thinking of now going to business advisors or wealth managers, thinking it's going to be easier. But greatness is not gotten by changing niches, changing sports, changing things. Stick to what you said you're going to do and keep there. Like Sam Alvin said, the grass isn't greener where on the other side, it's greener where you water it. Okay. And the likes of Michael Jordan, okay, he wasn't great at basketball because, it came to him easy. He had doubts, like being cut from his high school team. I think that's a very popular story, and it could have been very easy for him to say, okay, now just gonna change it. I'm just gonna change sports. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do something else, because it was very easy. He wasn't getting the results. He wasn't getting the positive reinforcement, positive feedback that he needed, but he just stuck through it. And there's a reason why you're in this niche that you're in right now. You were not stupid. You were not a retard when you were researching niches, and when you actually stumbled across this niche. You're there for a reason, and especially me, because no one convinced me that this niche with business brokers is the best one. I did my research, and I actually said, okay, this is possible. Let me stay, and I stayed here for quite a while. It's not a long time, especially for what I'm hoping to stay. I'm hoping to stay for over 5 years to 10 years, but 6 months, I think it's around 6 to 7 months, but 6 to 7 months being in this niche is no joke. And all of that knowledge, I know where to get business brokers. I know one of them, I know like the tier list of the best business broker companies, whether that's Sunbelt, Transworld, I can tell when, this is it's a small business broker company. I can tell when, that. And that I got that knowledge through this 6 months of reaching out. I know the ins and outs. I'm not, the best informed as yet as I'm hoping to be, but I have a certain knowledge, okay? And that knowledge was gotten through a lot of, time spent researching this niche, and also just reaching out. So 6 months, 7 months down the drain, just because, oh, I'm not sure if that's possible. It is possible. Anything, like now I'm going to sound like one of those gurus, but anything is possible, especially if there's a market, then it's possible to provide the value, and you just need to, just obsess over it. I just need to obsess over business brokers. Just need to obsess with service delivery, because I know I could sign a client. I'm very close to, I feel like it's very easy to, it's just a matter of volume. It's just a matter of time, volume. You'll sign a client, and then the only problem I have is, how will I consistently, I could, chunk out maybe 1 or 2, 3 appointments a month, and then I stop, but I want to do it consistently. I want to be synonymous with the most consistent quality appointment leads for business brokers across the whole world. 3 years, 4 years, I want to be known as, whenever business brokers are, on their last leg, or they're not being profitable, they always think of me that, okay, in order for us to actually get appointments and actually get leads, let's contact a STEM media agency. And I was just having doubts on that. I was just having doubts if that's possible, but it is possible. It just needs a lot of distilling the system down. It just needs a lot of work on actually understanding and comprehending how I'll actually get there. I will get there through ads, through framework, through follow-up flywheels, just a lot of emailing. And I feel like that, gave me a lot of doubt because, yeah, but it's possible. It's possible. Just stay in here. And I'm still having doubts. I haven't fully believed that, okay, yes, it's possible, because you don't see a lot of people, you don't see a lot of research, a lot of, results, especially in my niche for business brokers or agency owners that want to provide leads for business brokers. You don't see that a lot. And, I just want to just surround my head with that, that it's possible. You will do it. It's already there. The market is there, I was even researching now. I think it's around 10,000 people retire daily in the US alone. So, check the number of people that will now want to sell their business. That's in the US alone, and there was another number that there's around 900,000 small businesses sold monthly, and I don't know how accurate that is, but that's the market. You just need to now set up a system that will, actually get us there, that will actually make you the go-to person for this industry. But stay at it. If you're thinking of changing niches, because Sam Evans said, okay, he won't tell you that change niches, but because he's been so successful, he was so successful in consulting, because someone is so successful in crypto, because someone's so successful in trading, doesn't mean you will. You only be successful in what you make yourself be successful in, and the only way you'll get that is through compounding the time, compounding the effort, compounding the experience to actually get there. So if you're at somewhere, stay there. You will get there. There's a reason people are making millions of dollars with roofing agencies. How do you do that? Just stay, And yeah, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it.